This afternoon, we're in Shelby, North Carolina. Sunny blue skies, a beautiful day for baseball. And today, we crown the champion of the American Legion World Series for 2021. And both teams are playing very well in the semifinal game. It's going to be Honolulu, Hawaii, taking on Idaho Falls, the Bandits, the defending champions from 2019. And in the semifinal matchup, both scoring 9 runs, as Idaho knocked off Mississippi 9-3, and Hawaii beat Iowa yesterday 9-1. For those of you not familiar with the American Legion World Series, it's been around for a long, long time, since 1926. 4,000 teams from across U.S. and Canada. There's 82 former Legion players now in the Baseball Hall of Fame in Shelby, North Carolina. They've done a great job, and it's been the home of the American Legion World Series since 2011. Right now, we'll head down to the field and honor those who have served this great country.
Presenting the colors for today's championship game, the Shelby Police Department. The singer for today's national anthem is Julia Desario. Julia is a third-year chorus and piano teacher at Crest Middle School here in William County, and has served as Miss Gastonia through the Miss America organization since November of 2019.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi, everybody. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Mike Gleason. He's Steve Woodard. We both played in Legion. He played in the major leagues. I didn't. Okay. Looking at the matchup today, you want to be playing your best baseball, Woody, going into the championship game, and that certainly seems to be the case with these two teams.
Yeah, and both these teams are not new to Shelby, North Carolina. Talking to both coaches, they're loose. Players are loose. They're ready to play some baseball.
Moments ago, we talked about the semifinals where they both scored 9 runs. Idaho actually closed out pool play by scoring 13 against Massachusetts. Then they came back 9-3 over Mississippi, and boy, they've been ripping the cover off of the baseball.
Yes, they have, and led by MVP, maybe possibly here, Kai Howell. You know, they're the defending champs, but man, over the last 2 games, they've scored 22 runs on 23 hits, and they have their ace today going, Merritt Jones, which is already through a complete game.
And Hawaii, they finally started hitting the baseball yesterday in that 9-1 victory over Iowa.
Yeah, and we were wondering when their bats were going to finally come alive. And yesterday they scored 9 runs on 11 hits. And the bats come alive. They got some things going. And Yukamoto, which is already through in this World Series and had an unbelievable game, is on the mound. And also is hitting .417 for this Hawaii team.
That Hawaii team, their team batting average went from .217 up to .265. Idaho Falls hitting .360 as a team. And Idaho Falls will be the visitors. Who are they going to face?
They're going to face Mr. Yukamoto, and in his first game out here in this World Series, it was 1-0, 6 strikeouts. He threw 6 2/3 innings, but he would have finished that game if it wouldn't have been for pitch counts. Unbelievable game for him, and he's hoping to slow down this Idaho Falls offense.
All right, Yukamoto will be facing a pretty stiff Idaho Falls batting order. Leading things off will be Nate Rose at shortstop. He's hitting only .538 in the World Series. Elliott Jones at second base will hit second. He's hitting .357. Mac Jepson is second on the team with 8 total base hits in the World Series. He's over at third base, and Ace Webb will clean up and play right field. He was 2 for 4 in the semifinals. So you look at Idaho Falls coming in with over 42 wins now, 42-9 on the season. And Hawaii, well, they opened up undefeated coming into the World Series. They've lost once, of course. They are 34-1. We are ready to go.
Ready for some baseball, Mike.
Beautiful day. Mother Nature. We finally got that second semifinal game in yesterday. The championship game was scheduled to be played last night. The skies opened up once again. There was a downpour, but it is a beautiful day for baseball right now as Nate Rose steps in for the first batter of the ball game. 5'10", 170-pounder. As I mentioned, 7 base hits, 4 RBI, hitting .538 here in the World Series. First pitch is in for a strike. Michael Fiabani behind the home plate, calling the balls and strikes. Mike Parnell down at first, Darren Duncan at second, and Jeff Maxey down that left field line, umping third base. There's a swing and a miss. Nate Rose chased that one. You haven't seen too much of that in the World Series as far as Rose is concerned.
Yeah, and he's possibly the MVP of this tournament too. And you and I were talking before the game. The key to both these teams is keeping the first 2 guys in each lineup off base.
This one's outside. Yukamoto had a pitch to waste, and he does. Nate Rose was the MVP of their regional. Ace Webb actually hit over 600, but Rose hit and pitched in that regional. This one's outside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter here in the championship game here in 2021. There's a line shot out to right field, and moving in is Alohi Areki, and there's 1 up and 1 down. Let's check that defensive lineup quickly now. It's DJ Akiyama at third, Ethan Thomas at first. Double play combination of Hunter Hirayama and Vance Oshiro will start at second base. Jaron Paopa Adero in left field. Hunter Sasaki in center. Alohi Areki in right. And Micah Zeller behind the plate. And the first pitch to Elliott Jones, who comes in hitting .357, is in for a strike.
Yeah, and both these teams have very good catchers. You were talking about Zeller there last, and done a very good job handling this pitching staff. And on the other side there, Woods, he's done a great job of handling their staff.
Idaho Falls, the champions in 2019. This one's going to go foul down the right field line, and the count is 0-2. Ryan Alexander, their head coach, he has 1 player back from that team, 6 back from the 2019 team, the COVID season, I guess we'll call it. Or, I mean, 2020, I should say. And these players said they're sick and tired of hearing about that championship in 2019. They just want to win it themselves. They want to make their own memories, and they want to own it. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This one's popped up behind the screen.
You see that good fastball there by Yukamoto going inside there with the 1-2 count, trying to go hard in on the hands.
Elliott Jones broke open the state championship game with a grand slam. Here he goes to the right side to Vance Oshiro. Fires it over to Ethan Thomas, and there's 2 down.
2 quick outs there for Yukamoto, and like we said, he's going to throw strikes. Only 1 walk in that first game in 6 2/3 innings.
Here's the third baseman, Mac Jepson. He's got 8 total base hits. Watches that first pitch fly by for a ball. During the regular season, Jepson hit .436, which is tops on this Idaho Falls team. 65 hits was tops, 49 runs tops, 53 RBI tops, 19 doubles. Boy, this guy had a great season.
And he hasn't slowed down here at this World Series either.
Now, that's a good point you bring up there. He's hitting .357 with 4 ribbies, a couple of doubles. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Took something off of that one, Woody.
Good pitch there. Good breaking ball there behind in the count 2-1 to even it up. 2s.
Little pop-up and it drops in for a base hit. Thought it was going to hold up for Hirayama, but this one drops in for the first base hit of the ball game, and Idaho Falls has a base runner.
Yeah, and kind of been the joke of this tournament for this Idaho Falls team here is with 2 outs, and you can see Jepson there taking that ball over the shortstop, but they've scored so many of their runs with 2 outs.
Here's Ace Webb. His bat was on fire in the regionals, hitting over 600. Probably would have been the MVP if Rose hadn't pitched so well. There's a swing and a fly ball out to center field. Coming on strong is Hunter Sasaki. So Idaho Falls, they strand 1. We played 1/2 of an inning, and here comes Honolulu, Hawaii to take their first swings of the afternoon.
You would never see that. Use the trap toe.
This month, protect your ride with great oil deals at Napa. Get a jug of Napa Full Synthetic for $18.99. Or get $10 back when you buy a jug of Mobil 1 for $27.99. When it comes to finding you great deals, our motor never quits.
Since you're the last one to come to work with us, I feel like you should pay for lunch.
You write my paycheck. You should be buying me something.
Yeah. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yes.
not. No.
Yes.
No. Every day?
You guys ever try one of these bars made over at Red Twix? Why? Our special cookie is cascaded with caramel and cloaked in chocolate. Never wondered?
Try both. Pick a side. Twix.
Help keep your engine running like new with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus. Join the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. Save even more on fuel when you shop in our stores. Fill up, save up, and snack up at Shell.
Anyway, that's the control room. A lot of chaos there, but it all looks good when it comes out on the show, actually, thanks to those people. Then over here in the digital center is our highlight screening area. So that's where we get all the games that are played that night, down in a 90-second or 2-minute clips or whatever you're going to see on SportsCenter every night. This hallway, it runs between, both rooms. If you want to get from the control room to the screening, then this is the hallway you'd take. Questions or anything? I can answer whatever you want about the place. Nothing?
Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Did you possibly switch chairs with me?
No, not me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Good luck finding your chair, LeBron.
Okay. Okay.
It's the best time of the year. The big plays, and the hometown's going crazy. Let's hit some dingers and throw some heat. Let's just play. The Little League Baseball World Series, presented by T-Mobile, continues on the networks of ESPN.
Hawaii banged out 11 base hits in the semifinal victory over Iowa, but they've got their work cut out from with this guy on the hill.
Yeah, they do. Merritt's first start of this World Series, he won the game, 6 strikeouts, 7 innings pitched, walked 4 guys, 2.57 ERA, but man, he threw the ball extremely well, and man, Hawaii's got it's going to be tough for him, man.
Well, we mentioned Hawaii going from 217 to 265 after banging out those 11 hits. Here's their lineup. Up top, Alohi Areki out in right field and Hunter Hirayama at short. They both have struggled with the bat so far, but maybe they'll come around today. Tai Okamoto, he is on the hill, of course, as Woody pointed out. He's also #1 in hits and total bases. He'll hit third, and of course, he's on the hill. Ethan Thomas is hitting cleanup, playing first base, and Thomas with a base hit and RBI double in that semifinal victory over Iowa.
Yeah, we've been waiting on this Hawaii team, the top of their order, to kind of get hot. It's kind of been the middle of the order that's been going. And I think that's going to be the key to this game, is keeping those first two off base for Idaho.
Alohi Areki, the right fielder, hitting from the left side, hitting .438 in the regionals and .083, 1 for 12. That first base hit came in the semifinal game, so that might be a good sign for him. Fastball right down the middle of the freeway there for a strike. Merritt Jones, what does he top out at?
He's going to top out upper 80s, maybe hit 90 every once in a while, but
ground ball to shortstop. Nate Rose handles it, fires it over to Bradley Thompson. There's one down. There's that defensive lineup on the corners. Mac Jepson, Bradley Thompson, the double play combination of Rose and Elliott Jones. And left to right in the outfield, Chandler Robinson, Kai Howell, Ace Webb with R.J. Woods behind the plate catching Merritt Jones. Here's Hunter Hirayama, the shortstop. He's had a fantastic World Series defensively. Still waiting for that bat to come around.
yeah, still waiting for the bat to come around. But man, when you can make plays like he makes at shortstop, you can kind of forget the bat a little bit.
He does have 2 base hits. As a matter of fact, he was 1 for 3 in the semifinal game, so he's hitting $182, but he did leave 3 stranded.
You know, and I wish you see his sunglasses there. I love them. I was down there earlier before the game in the batting cage and was talking with him, and I asked him, I said, man, can I put those on? I put those sunglasses on. I said, I don't look as good as you in those, but I put them on.
I often wondered if I would have liked playing in the field with sunglasses on. He does play with the mask, the COVID mask, in the field and at bat.
Merritt throws a strike there. Could have been borderline there, but 3-1 now.
Well, it caught the corner, so a 3-0 count now goes to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Hunter Hirayama.
Yeah, and Mike Fiabani calling that a strike there. Good curveball. Woods just didn't stick it, you know. I mean, he sticks it. Nobody says anything.
Your buddy Bob Uecker might have said just a bit outside. So a 3-0 count. He finally winds up with the strikeout.
Yeah, on that. Look at this good curveball here by Merritt Jones, and
that was nasty.
Yeah, that was nasty right there.
Here's our #1 hitter now in the World Series, Tai Yukamoto. Sits safely in every one of their games so far, and he continues that with a base hit right over the head of the shortstop, Nate Rose.
And just like we started off in the top half with Jepson going right over the shortstop, Yukamoto does the exact same thing, and Hawaii has a runner on first with 2 outs.
With Ethan Thomas stepping to the plate. The DH. He's hitting .308 in the World Series. Had an RBI double in that Iowa game. So here in the first inning, each team with a base runner. This one gets away from R.J. Woods. And a throw, obviously a little bit late, and Yukamoto's down at second base. So Hawaii the first to put a runner in scoring position.
Now Woods going out talking to Jones, just making sure they're on the same page with the signs. And
There was a logjam after pool play with teams 2-1. Maryland and Tupelo, Mississippi both finished 2-1, but then you get into the tiebreakers, as you pointed out yesterday. The fewest runs allowed, then runs scored, then the coin toss.
Yeah, it was a mess there for a little bit, and Hawaii had to depend on North Dakota to score some runs to be able to be here in the semis and then have a chance to get to the finals.
And Fargo came through for them.
They did.
2-0 pitch.
And you got to wonder when Woods went out there and talked to him also, you know, have first base open, don't want to, you know, give him something too good to hit. But, you know, you look at yesterday with Akiyama on deck, he had a home run yesterday in their semifinal game. So I don't know who I'd want to face.
Yeah, you'd love to face anyone. You're chomping at the bit to go out there and throw some baseballs, aren't you?
I would love it.
So Merritt Jones gives up the base on balls. There's Akiyama.
Yeah, he come to life yesterday and drove that ball over the right field fence there for it was a 3-run home run.
And here's DJ Akiyama stepping in for the first time here in the championship game. Runners at first and second, 2 out. This one's up high for a ball.
Yeah, and after starting out with the first 2 guys today getting ahead, Merritt Jones has fell behind on the last 3 guys fell behind in the count.
His dad, Darren, one of the bench coaches. Ground ball and picked up by Elliott Jones. He flips it over to Nate Rose. So we've played 1 full. Hawaii strands 2, but we're still scoreless as we head for the top of the second inning.
Can I get a hamburger? Make it plain. Small fries and a vanilla shake.
And 1 Big Mac. Thanks.
You've been loyal. We want to reward that. Introducing My McDonald's Rewards. Now every order earns points redeemable for free McDonald's.
If you can choose to be kind to your body with this bar made with almonds, imagine what other kind choices you can make.
World peace has finally been achieved.
But I'm just going to Milwaukee.
Or you could start by doing something small. Live kind.
New upgraded Axe body wash.
Hey, how you doing, baby?
Keeps you clean and smelling refreshed for 12 hours.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of? With Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Reese's Pieces, Peanut Butter Topping, and Chocolatey Topping. All in world-famous DQ soft serve. Woo, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Okay, Sabrina, I see you.
Where do you want this at, Chris?
Wait, what?
Is this one of your State Farm commercials?
Yeah, sure is.
Jake from State Farm?
Did they not send you all the scripts?
No.
Chris smiles and says, "Wow, love State Farm's surprisingly great rates." Then suddenly his body turns into a basketball. Come on, this stuff is...
Chris?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Home is where college football is. So welcome home.
I thought today's show was good. Yeah, that was fun. Oh. What do you think?
Let's go diagonal.
It's a bad read. Really bad read. I think it's coming in really good.
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna win this mustache contest.
Maybe. Good luck with
You're going down this year. See you in 2 weeks, pal.
The American Legion World Series is brought to you by the American Legion and by North Carolina Tourism. Scoreless ball game as we head for the top of the second. Merritt Jones, the pitcher, with a chance to help his own cause. He'll lead things off in the second, followed by R.J. Woods and then Kai Howell. Kai Howell, the left-hand hitting center fielder, has been on fire. He's been fun to watch the last couple of days.
He has been.
So Jones steps in. Steve's already talked about his pitching prowess. A good year hitting, 292 in the regular season. 2 for 3 in the regional. It's only 3 at bats, but that comes out to 667. I'll take that. So will he.
Yes, he would.
So will any coach. World Series so far 1 for 4, but he scored 3 runs to go at that victory when he went the distance in game number 1.
You know, and there's something here we haven't even talked about, really. We had talked about in the opening, but Kai Howell's hit number 4 in the lineup this entire World Series up until today, which he's down at number 7 in the lineup today.
That's interesting. We'll have to check Bradley Thompson and Chandler Robinson, how they're hitting. Maybe Alexander would want to get some punch lower in the order, maybe. There's a chopper, and nice job. Akiyama handles it, fires it over to Ethan Thomas, and there's 1 down. Here's R.J. Woods. He scored 4 times so far in the World Series. That leads the team, actually tied with Ace Webb, and he comes in hitting .333.
And what a great job he has done behind the plate in this World Series.
Hit .429 in the regionals. Ryan Alexander said the first 4 games of the regionals, he was over 600. Idaho Falls ran the table in the regionals this year at 5-0. And back in 2019, when they won the World Series, they went 5-1. They actually won 4 straight elimination games, including an extra inning ball game in the regional championship game.
And Yukamoto, his first 3-ball count of the day. 3-1.
This is in for a strike, and the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's a base hit to right field, so Woods continues swinging a good stick.
Yes, he is. And see him excited there and getting the dugout going, but full count there and just takes that fastball to right field and drops it in. And he's kind of sneaky fast over there, Mike. I mean, for a catcher, he can run pretty good.
Here's Kai Howell. It's what he mentioned, hitting .571. Leads the team with 8 base hits here in the World Series, and he's been on fire the last couple of ball games. Hit .346 in the season, then he dipped down to .235 in the regional, but boy, he's been swinging a good stick.
He has, and you got to worry about him laying down bunt too. I mean, he's so quick. And you can see there Hawaii's just trying to see if he might show bunt or pull his hands up on the bat a little bit, but the third baseman's playing in, way in on him.
Mentioned this Idaho Falls team beat Beverly, Massachusetts 13-3. That was deadlocked at 2-2, so this guy got him going. Yeah. Almost put it out the ballpark. Out there in right center field, pounded one off the Clearwater paper sign out there. Here's the bunt you talked about. And the sacrifice moves the runner down to second base in scoring position.
Yeah, and kind of iffy there on that one. I mean, third baseman's playing in. You give away an out right there for that, but now you got a runner on second base. But Kai did a good job of bunting and getting it down.
And that'll leave it up to Bradley Thompson, the first baseman, stepping in for the first time. So Thompson's hit safely in every game except the third game of pool play. He was 1 for 2 in game 1, 1 for 3 with an RBI in game 2, and then 0 for 2 with an RBI in game number 3.
And he's hitting .333 here with runners in scoring position in this World Series.
That's good to know because there is a runner out at second base right now.
And you got to wonder what Ron Alexander, when he bunted right there with Kai Howell. I mean, they've scored most of their runs here with 2 outs. And
it's in for a strike. It's 1-2.
We can't say enough about Bradley Thompson. Come in and pitched, I think, 5 2/3 innings to help get them here.
Excuse me, Woody, 1-1. I said 1-2. There's 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 delivery coming up from Yukamoto.
Falling behind again there. 2-1 now for Yukamoto.
Caught the corner.
Thompson didn't like that, but tell you what, Mike Fiabani's given that outside corner, and
absolutely.
I mean, that's something you got to pay attention to as a pitcher and a hitter,
especially with 2 strikes now.
Yeah.
Little tap out to shallow center field, moving over is Sasaki, and he pulls it in. So Idaho Falls leaves one stranded again. Head for the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless here in Shelby, North Carolina.
You thought using nicknames might endear you to your new team.
Did you just call me Stanimal?
Turns out they only use that name behind Stan's back. Life's full of hidden problems. Okay. So we hid a comforting brownie in a Snickers.
From you touch it, you buy it, Dan, to first name basis with the delivery guy, Dan.
Okay, his name is Skipper. It's hard to forget. It's also a wonderful name.
The new City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to where your spending is trending.
Hi, I'm Jimmy J.J. Walker. If you're on Medicare, listen to this. I called the 1-800 number to see what extra Medicare benefits I could get. An actual person answered, looked up my zip code, and boom, I was offered extra benefits like dental coverage, including dentures, extractions, fillings, plus prescriptions, transportation, meals, and so much more, all at no additional cost. And then I asked about the benefit that adds money to my Social Security check. And get this, I'm entitled to an extra $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year added to my Social Security check. And I was like, dynamite! Call the 1-800 number on the screen and see what you may be entitled to. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-472-4281. That's 1-800-472-4281 now.
Reviews are in. Free Guy is certified fresh.
What? Seriously?
The whole
thing. Why?
It's the year's funniest film. An absolute blast.
Was that cool? It felt really cool.
It's the feel-good movie of the summer.
Giddy up!
And it has a gigantic heart.
It's like my tongue at a baby with a sunrise.
Free Guy is the most fun I've had watching a movie all year.
I can't die! I'm never gonna die!
Free Guy, rated PG-13.
Every MLB player remembers where it all began. Give us a big league game to inspire little league dreams.
Boy, is the game in a great place when it comes to young baseball players.
Give us the MLB Little League Classic on Sunday Night Baseball. Angels, Indians. Tomorrow at 7 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
Don't forget, ESPN has the series finale between the Red Sox and Yankees tonight, 7 Eastern from the Bronx on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. One app, one tap. Nick Pivetta takes the hill for the Sox. Andrew Haney scheduled to start for the Yankees. Here in Shelby, we go to the bottom half of number 2. It's scoreless. It's going to be Hunter Sasaki, Vance Oshiro, and Micah Zeller. The first 3 hitters for Ole Gante, the head coach of this Hawaii team, making their 5th trip, first trip into the championship game.
Yeah, he always told us that in the interview, he said, man, we always get to the sem. We just can never get by the semifinals, and they're here.
Yeah, they did yesterday, banging out 11 hits in a 9-1 win over a good Iowa team. Six of those 9 runs came in 1 inning. And Merritt Jones is ready to go back to work. This one's in for a strike. Jones seems to be working the corners quite effectively.
Yeah, he is. And keeping the speed off the bases both ways. And there's Sasaki, his sunglasses, those nice. I call them bug glasses. Bug glasses is what they look like. Big.
Looks like he's going skiing. Downhill skiing.
I don't know how much skiing they do in Hawaii, but.
Never been to Hawaii.
I haven't
I've always
either.
wanted to go to the North Shore and see some of those waves, those surfers.
Evens it up there with a little cutter, 2-2.
So you played all those years in the bigs and you've never been to Hawaii?
Never been to Hawaii. Maybe we'll get invited by Ole Gante to come visit.
I wouldn't hold my breath. Oh, nice break on that one. And the second strikeout now for Merritt Jones.
You can see the cut on this. Looks like a little cutter here for Merritt Jones. It just comes back over the plate just a little bit.
So the second baseman, Vance Oshiro, steps in. Gante says whether it's coming out of the bullpen or as a position player, Gante says Oshiro, usually the first guy off the bench, getting a start here today. Here's a ground ball. It's going to be handled by Rose, and there's the throw. They got him. I was going to say it's going to be a tough play. Nice job by Thompson with the scoop, too.
Yes, it was. And we've seen some unbelievable defensive plays here in this World Series by shortstops. And Nate Rose had to go to his right and come in on it and on the run, and a great scoop by Thompson.
So just like that, Merritt Jones working on a 1-2-3 inning. Here's Micah Zeller, the catcher. Just graduated from Pearl City High School. There's a chopper. Elliott Jones, easy. Nice toss over to Thompson. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Merritt Jones. And we head for the bottom of the third. Both teams still looking for that first run.
Why would your kids need a Greenlight debit card? Imagine a debit card and app designed to help them develop healthy financial habits, to teach them how to save and encourage them to set their own goals. Now imagine the difference it could make in their lives, in their futures. Greenlight.
ED is personal, but it doesn't just affect you. ED affects your partner too. HIMSS makes it simple to find the right ED medication for you all from home. We'll match you with a licensed medical provider. If prescribed, it's delivered to your door in discreet packaging. Ready to get your relationship on track? Get hard or your money back at forhims.com/ED.
I'm finally the king of my own castle, but my castle has leaks and ants. So I use Thumbtack to find exterminators, electricians, roofers, and plumbers. Thumbtack has everyone for everything. I can check out reviews, prices, and book the pro I like on the app. So anytime something breaks or leaks or invades my house, I know exactly where to go. It's good to be king. Find your people. Download Thumbtack today.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Got a new house.
I think I finally found a place that I call home.
The Bundesliga is back. Bayer Leverkusen.
Florian Wirtz! A wonderful goal!
Mönchengladbach.
And he's hung him across. Oh, fabulous!
Live from the Bay Arena today on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus.
First NFL preseason game has Andy Reid and the Chiefs taking on Cliff Kingsbury's Cardinals. That's coming up on Friday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. App, one tap. Steve Levy, Brian Greasy, and Louis Riddick have the call from the booth. Lisa Salters down on the field. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. A special edition of Monday Night Countdown. Monday Night Countdown, but on Friday night this time. Here's the bottom of the order. Chandler Robinson, the left fielder, stepping in here to lead things off. Here in the third inning, facing Tai Yukamoto. And the first pitch is in for a strike.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit here in this World Series and looking to flip this order. And
slow ground ball picked up by Oshiro. Flips it over to Thomas, and there's one down. So we're back to the top of the order. Nate Rose flew out to the right fielder Alohi Areki, and he's only at bat so far. He's having a good World Series. Boy, it's just a great memory to be in the World Series, but to get to the championship game knowing you're hitting .538. Those are really good memories.
Yeah, and he'd love to finish it off with a win. And ball went off Maka Zeller there pretty hard. Mike Fiabani runs out and talks to Yukamoto to give him a second.
Rose considered the Brewer Webster of this team. Brewer Webster, of course, played on that 2019 championship team, and he was Mr. Everything.
Yeah, and he's actually here in the dugout as one of the assistant coaches.
This one's fouled out of play. Webster making that all-tournament team back in 2019, along with teammates Alex Cortez, the shortstop, Andrew Gregerson, an outfielder, and Caden Christensen, a pitcher.
Yeah, they had a good ball club. Very good ball club.
Nice piece of hitting. Rose kind of stretched out and placed this one into center field for a base hit.
And Yukamoto here, like he paused for a second trying to throw Rose's timing off, and that was a ball down in the dirt. It looked like he just punched it. And home first with one out.
Elliott Jones grounds it out to Oshiro at second, and he's only at bat.
and this team's based on speed, and you got to wonder how many pitches it's going to take Nate Rose before he takes off and goes. And they do their little walking lead and take you off. And
Ryan Alexander telling us in our meeting way back, it seems like 2 weeks ago now with all the rain we've had. There's a base hit to left field in Idaho Falls with runners on first and second. So Elliott Jones is 1 for 2.
Well, we said in the opening, Mike, if Hawaii can keep those first 2 guys off base, they'll have a chance to win this game. If they can't, it's going to be tough.
And the first 2 guys are on base now, first and second for Mac Jepson, an RBI opportunity for the #1 hitter on the team during the regular season.
And you see Mac's family there in the stands with the signs up, and even though he's their #3 hitter in the lineup, he'll still drop a bunt down. So that's something they have to still watch and pay attention to.
Swing and a miss. Jepson hitting a .436 in the season, .467 in the regionals, .357 coming into this game. Those numbers have gone up a little bit. He singled back in the first inning. And the first base hit of the afternoon. I was about to say that way back, it seemed like 2 weeks ago, but it was just last week we met with Ryan Alexander and talked about stolen bases, and they don't give signs. It's up to the players. I feel like if they can go, they can go. They've got 10 stolen bases here in the World Series.
And I tell you what, when you have speed, we talked about that with the pitcher. It was always in the back of my mind, with that speed on the bases, it makes you, start thinking about them, and then you make mistakes to the hitter. And speed, can't teach speed.
Yeah, what's the old saying? Speed kills, huh?
It does that, especially on these bases like that.
And speed, no matter what sport you're talking about now. Like, let's say, go back to even my era, and I'm a lot older than you are. I mean, there's so much more speed in the game now.
Speed, power. These, the guys that do have the speed now can still hit for power, and I mean, it's completely changed.
Counts 1-1 on Jepson. Fly ball out to left center, coming over as Sasaki. We talked about Kai Holiday of Tupelo, Mississippi. Sasaki covers a lot of territory out there as well.
Hawaii, unbelievable defense throughout this entire World Series. They make all the plays.
Here's Ace Webb with 2 down now, with an RBI opportunity for Webb, who comes in hitting an even .300 in the World Series. Speaking of Sasaki, Webb flew out to Sasaki in center field and has only got bat. There's a base hit, and safe. It's going to be an infield hit. A nice effort by Hirayama.
I thought that was going to be a base hit all the way up the middle to the outfield, and what a play by Hirayama, just keeping the ball in the infield and keeping that runner from scoring. You can see this here ball we thought both of us did. It was going to be in the outfield, and he did a great job of keeping it in the infield and still nearly got him at second base, Mike.
Yeah, I was holding my breath because I was kicking myself by saying there's a base hit in the middle and up the middle, and Hirayama almost took that base hit away. Here's Merritt Jones. Great opportunity to aid his own cause now. But there's 2 down. But the bases are juiced. First pitch in for a strike.
And Elliott Jones actually made that play closer at second base by not sliding. I can hear, you can see Ron Alexander getting on him for not sliding there, but went in standing up at second.
This one misses for a ball. It's 1-1. Mentioned Idaho Falls as a team coming in hitting .360. They've left 28 stranded, though. That's 7 a game. And right now, Merritt Jones does not want to leave 3.
No, he wants to help his cause. And now he's ahead 2-1.
2-1 pitch. 2-2.
Good pitch. I tell you what, nothing phases this Hawaii team. They're just loose and calm and relaxed. See some of their fans there.
Well, Ronnie Kramer, the Iowa coach, before that game yesterday said, well, Hawaii, they just don't make mistakes. They have not committed any errors so far, and they've turned to 4 double plays here in the World Series.
Some very tough double plays.
Just needing 1 out here. Bases are loaded. 2 out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitcher on pitcher.
Well, Yukamoto thought he had that one,
and Jones was holding his breath.
Yeah. Here's a change up, but just on the outside part of the plate, just a little bit off. And now all these guys are going to be in motion on the bases.
And here's the pitch. Pops it up. It's deep, though, in the gap. And going back is the left fielder, Poopa Adero, and he runs it down near the warning track. So Merritt Jones hits one to the warning track, but they leave 3 stranded. Go to the bottom of the 3rd. Neither team yet to score.
Can I get a hamburger? Look at time.
Small fries and a vanilla shake.
And 1 Big Mac. Thanks.
You've been loyal. We want to reward that. Introducing My McDonald's Rewards. Now every order earns points redeemable for free McDonald's.
You guys ever tried one of these bars made over at Red Twix?
Why? Our special cookie is cascaded with caramel and cloaked in chocolate.
Never wondered?
Try both. Pick a side. Twix.
Hi, I'm Jimmy J.J. Walker. If you're on Medicare, listen to this. I called the 1-800 number to see what extra Medicare benefits I could get. An actual person answered, looked up my zip code, and boom, I was offered extra benefits like dental coverage, including dentures, extractions, fillings, plus prescriptions, transportation, meals, and so much more, all at no additional cost. And then I asked about the benefit that adds money to my Social Security check. And get this, I'm entitled to an extra $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year added to my Social Security check. And I was like, dynamite. Call the 1-800 number on the screen and see what you may be entitled to. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-472-4281. That's 1-800-472-4281 now.
It's the best time of the year. The funny intros, the dances, and the friendships. The big plays. Great cash! The rallies. The hometown's going crazy. And everybody's sliding down the hill. Let's hit some dingers. And throw some heat. Let's just play. The Little League Baseball World Series, presented by T-Mobile, continues on the networks of ESPN.
Begin. Stay tuned to save $10 on Tax Shaver.
Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line, the Bell & Howell Tax Shaver. Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, whether you're at home or on the go. It even has a built-in trimmer for sideburns and beards. And it works wet or dry for a great shave in even the harshest conditions. That's right, the Tax Shaver is completely waterproof. In fact, you could even use a Tax Shaver underwater and still get a great shave. Navy guys.
Tax Shaver is $29.99, but act now and we'll take $10 off, so you get it for just $19.99. And shipping is free. Call or click today and you can get a second Tax Shaver. Just pay a separate fee and is backed by our 10-year warranty. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-615-7950 or go to TaxShaver.com. Again, that's 1-800-615-7950 or order online at TaxShaver.com.
Yeah, you're looking at Jaron Poopa Adero. He'll lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Hawaii. Then it's back to the top of the order with Areki and Hunter Hirayama. Wasted opportunity, a golden opportunity for Idaho Falls there, leaving 3 stranded.
Yeah, it was. They've got 5 hits on the board. Hadn't scored a run. Hawaii has that lonely 1 hit up there.
Nice cut. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Good fastball by Merritt Jones.
Poopa Adero picked up the win in relief of the regional championship game as they beat League City, Texas 4-3. Switch hitter.
Yeah, as we can see that we've seen the whole World Series with that ear flap on the opposite side, so that tells us he is a switch hitter. He may not have another helmet with a flap, but
we haven't seen too many lefties on the hill either, huh?
No.
So we haven't seen him hit from the right side. Two-two pitch from Jones, breaking ball in, and Poopa Adero caught looking, and there's one down.
Yeah, Merritt Jones goes right back to that curve ball, and man, tough pitch right on the outside corner, and caught him looking.
3 strikeouts now for Merritt Jones. Here's the top of the order with Alohi Areki, the right fielder. He grounded out to Nate Rose, the shortstop, in his first at bat. Ground ball, backhanded by Jones, and Elliott Jones fires over to Bradley Thompson, and there's 2 down. So Merritt Jones had a 1-2-3 inning back in the second. Now there's 2 outs. The first 2 hitters. Here's Hunter Hirayama, who struck out back in the first.
And to wait on Areki to get back by and go to the dugout.
Ole Gante's talking about this team when they're hitting .217. They might be pressing just a little bit. This is the one player that he expects to snap out of it. He was 1 for 3 in the semifinal game.
And we saw in that last half inning, we saw him make that diving play up the middle to keep that runner from scoring from second base. And he's made some unbelievable plays on defense in this World Series.
The 1-1 pitch. This one's fouled back to the screen. And Jones ahead in the count 1-2. Lynch and Idaho Falls winning it in 2019. Michigan made their 10th trip to the World Series. They had a pair of 3-2 losses. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it with the strikeout. So another 1-2-3 innings for Merritt Jones, who played 3 full of a scoreless ball game as we head for the top of the 4th.
Slow. You would never see that. Use the trap though. Oh no! Hey, how you doing, baby? You look mighty fine. I figured I might come your way and roll up on you with that golden ticket.
Smell irresistible. The new Axe Effect.
This month, protect your ride with great oil deals at Napa. Get a jug of Napa Full Synthetic for $18.99. Or get $10 back when you buy a jug of Mobil 1 for $27.99. When it comes to finding you great deals, our motor never quits.
You'll love the 3rd floor, right? Really quiet. We have a bunch of open cubicles. So plop down, find a desk, it's all yours.
I think I like this one.
Call this one it's the hot corner. Makes sense, right?
I get it.
Yeah, you would get that.
for college football.
It's time to go home. Back to home-cooked meals. A little yard work. And getting real comfortable. Because home is where college football is. Welcome home.
You thought it was all made here. But the time that made all time was this time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm a Buck for life.
Welcome to the offseason, when bombs bring championships.
Now you're talking about retooling, rebuilding.
Moves move cities.
Somebody could hit absolute gold with the top talent in this draft.
And it all comes down to a single pick. Who's coming out on top?
The American Legion World Series is brought to you by the American Legion and by USAA. There's what Keeter Stadium looked like as they were renovating it, and now this is what it looks like right now, and held up under all that rain pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, new playing surface. They put in irrigation, drainage system, pitcher's mounds, batter's box, moved the fences in, warning tracks in. With all the rain we've got over the last few days, Mike, it's... Man, the field looks unbelievable.
And we did get a lot of rain. This championship game was scheduled for Tuesday night. You know, Woody, they do such a fantastic... This is a beautiful day for baseball, but they do such a fantastic job here. It's a shame that these night games are usually... the stadium's pretty full.
It is, and yeah, you're right. And Idaho Falls, this is the... You know, in 19, you and I had that game, and it was a rain delay, and we had to come back on Wednesday morning and play it, and kind of the same thing here. They had to come back another day and play.
Yeah, in 2019, before the rains came, that championship game was a packed house. It was a tight ball game. A lot of excitement in the stadium, and then the next day people obviously go to work, and I don't think the stadium was half full, but nonetheless, they do a fantastic job here. Over 700 volunteers in Shelby.
They do. I mean, this is a great city for this, and it's the permanent home now, and so many people helped to put this on.
3 balls and 2 strikes on R.J. Woods, who singled back in the second inning, so he's 1 for 1. Pushing that .333 batting average up a little. It's the breaking pitch. Hirayama handles it at short, fires over to Thomas for the out.
Just a routine play for him there at shortstop, and makes it look easy.
Yeah, that young man's like a vacuum cleaner over there.
Yes, he is.
Not too much will get by him at shortstop. Here's Kai Howell. Mentioned the .571 batting average, and he laid down a sacrifice bunt in his first at bat.
And here's something to think about, Mike, as we get further into this game. After both pitchers 3 innings pitched, Yukamoto had 53 pitches. Jones had 33, so he'd thrown 20 more pitches than Jones had in this game.
You know, mentioning the sack bunt by Howell, and I'm sure he was fine with it. Of course, team player, great team chemistry. But when you're seeing the ball the way he's been seeing it, that had to be tough. Line shot right at Oshiro. And Howell thought he had another base hit. He would have lifted that one a couple of feet. He might have had another one.
Yeah, he's played him in the perfect position and goes down as an out.
So Yukamoto working on the 1-2-3 inning now. Here's Bradley Thompson, who flew out to Hunter Sasaki in center field in his only at bat. Breaking pitch is in for a strike. Ground ball handled by Akiyama. And Yukamoto has a 1-2-3 inning. Played 4 full. Still scoreless in this pitcher's duel in Shelby.
Yes, so what I'm saying is people like options. I mean, you take Geico. You can call them any time you feel like saving money. It don't matter, day or night. Use your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, whatever. The point is, you have options. Ah, how convenient. Oi, crab cakes. What are you looking at?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
New upgraded Axe body wash.
Hey, how you doing, baby?
Keeps you clean and smelling refreshed for 12 hours.
You guys ever tried one of these bars made over at Right Twix?
Why? Our special cookie is cascaded with caramel and cloaked in chocolate.
Never wondered?
Try both. Pick a side. Twix.
Anyway, that's the control room. A lot of chaos there, but it all looks good when it comes out on the show, actually, thanks to those people. Then over here in the digital center is our highlight screening area. So that's where we get all the games that are played that night, down in a 90-second or 2-minute clips or whatever you're going to see on SportsCenter right now. This hallway, it runs between, both rooms. If you want to get from the control room to the screening, then this is the hallway you'd take. Questions or anything? I can answer whatever you want about the place. Nothing?
Free Guy is certified fresh. Critics call it
amazing. They're just keeping you on your toes.
The biggest surprise of the summer and the year's funniest film.
OMG.
Free Guy, rated PG-13, now playing only in theaters.
Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Did you possibly switch chairs with me?
No, not me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Good luck finding your chair, LeBron.
Okay. Okay.
I thought today's show was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh. What do you think?
Let's go diagonal.
It's a bad read. Really bad read.
Final series tonight. Red Sox, Yankees, 7 Eastern from the Bronx. It'll be on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. One app, one tap. Nick Pivetta takes the hill for the Sox. Andrew Haney scheduled for the Yanks. So Idaho with 5 runners stranded so far. Honolulu, Hawaii with 2. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning of a scoreless ball game, it's going to be Tai Yukamoto, Ethan Thomas, and DJ Akiyama facing Merritt Jones. Fly ball right field. He pulled this one foul out of play.
Merritt Jones hoping to have his last 2 innings in the 3rd inning, or let me take that back. 2nd inning, 8 pitches. 4th inning, 10 pitches. He's hoping to have another quick inning here.
Last inning, I started talking about the Michigan team making their 10th trip here from Midland, Michigan. Dan Cronkright taking over for his brother Steve, and they lost 2 3-2 ball games. Michigan's had 15 teams here. Midland, Michigan, 10 of the 15. And California with the 53 teams, 30 different cities making the most appearances. Louisiana, New Jersey, each with 27 in second.
Wow.
And Louisiana last year with 2 years ago with a team that could really hit the ball.
Yeah, I think they had 5 home runs in that World Series.
Yeah, remember the was it Brookline, No, who was the team from New Jersey that was really, really good? They won it 2 years in a row. Brookline.
Yeah.
Fly ball center field. Kai Howell moves to his right, and he pulls it in. There's one down. So Ethan Thomas, see if the 6'6", 235-pounder can get it going.
And it's after talking in the opening, we were talking about how hot both teams were hitting, and bats starting to come to life. It's still 0-0 here in the bottom of this 4th inning.
Yeah, we've got quite the pitcher's duel going on. I mean, Idaho has 5 base hits, but Yukamoto's kept them from scoring.
Yeah, they had the bases loaded and got out of that jam.
Tap foul, 1 ball and 1 strike to Ethan Thomas. We mentioned in the semifinal game that this young man was offered at the University of Hawaii to play some baseball. Then COVID hit, and that all changed. Second bounce picked up by Jepson. Fires it over to Thompson, and there's 2 down.
Now batting third baseman number 18, DJ Akiyama.
Here's a guy with the hot stick yesterday, DJ Akiyama. He's 0 for 1, grounding out to the second baseman.
Yeah, and he can change that score real quick if he does what he did yesterday with that home run he hit to right field.
Yeah, 1 run in this ball game could stand up pretty strong. Akiyama comes up with a base hit, giving Ole Gante in Hawaii another base runner.
Now batting center fielder number 51, Hunter Sasaki.
So with 2 down, Hunter Sasaki, the center fielder, steps in.
And Akiyama, he just jumped on that very first pitch that he saw from Merritt Jones to not let it get too deep to see that curveball again.
Sasaki 2 for 3 with an RBI in the semifinal victory over Iowa. Struck out in his first at bat. Here in the foul tap, runner hopped to head back. Akiyama was off to the races there, trying to steal second base, unless there was a hit and run on.
May have been a hit and run. Ole Gante may have been trying to get something going, trying to get somebody moving. And that Akiyama, that was the first hit for this Hawaii team since the very first inning of this game.
And only the second base hit of the game so far against Merritt Jones.
Yeah.
Merritt Jones beat Michigan 3-2. That was a good ball game. This one gets away from the first baseman Thompson, but
and that would have been close, Mike. If Thompson would have come up with that ball right there, that might have been an out.
Well, what do you think? We're only in the 4th. Neither team has scored. Coaches start getting creative, or you just keep playing baseball?
Well, it's according to who gets on base. If they get some speed on the bases, I think they're going to try to make something happen. If they can get somebody on with, with less than 2 outs.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one's fouled out of play.
It's really hard to do anything if you don't get your, a leadoff guy don't get on, or your next guy don't get on. It's hard to kind of make things happen.
Gante says this young man Sasaki can be streaky as far as his hitting goes. There's the runner goes. There's a swing and a miss. R.J. Woods picks it up and they get him out. Another quick inning for Merritt Jones, who played 4 full. We go to the 5th inning now. Still scoreless here in Shelby.
Can I get 10 large fries, please? I'm gonna need like 10 Egg McMuffin sandwich things.
Night or the next morning, you've been loyal. My McDonald's Rewards is for you. Now every order earns points redeemable for free McDonald's.
Help keep your engine running like new with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus. Join the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. Save even more on fuel when you shop in our stores. Fill up, save up, and snack up at Shell.
If you can choose to be kind to your body with this bar made with almonds, imagine what other kind choices you can make.
World peace has finally been achieved.
But I'm just going to Milwaukee.
Or you could start by doing something small. Live kind.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Chris!
Ooh. See? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
From good things she bought extra, Rashida.
This one's a goner.
To always needs to end on a zero, Rashida.
Okay, you totally distracted me. That's not fair. What?
The new City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to where your spending is trending.
I think it's coming in really good. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna win this mustache contest. Maybe. Good luck with the...
You're going down this year. See you in 2 weeks, pal.
Hello, America. The Hoff here. Now, you might have heard I'm big in Germany. But there's one thing the Germans love more than me, and that's the Bundesliga on ESPN. Just like me, this league has it all. Star power, action, goals, lots of goals. It's where our hometown heroes play, and it's all in one league, all seen in one place on ESPN.
Back in Shelby, Mike Lease along with Steve Woodard, and quite the duel going.
Yeah, it is. You can look at Merritt Jones there, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts with 1 walk. And then you look at Yukamoto, 4 innings. He's given up 5 hits, but still that goose egg there with the runs and on the board there for him. So 0-0.
Chandler Robinson stepping in. Scoreless ball game. If you're looking for a bulldog, Ryan Alexander says this is your guy, linebacker on the high school football team, and he plays like a linebacker regardless of what sport he's playing. See if he can get something going here for Idaho Falls.
Yeah, and he sparked this team yesterday, sparked them with going to get a ball and goes flying over the fence out in left field.
Ground ball, and he's got a base hit. So Idaho Falls with another base runner, this time to lead things off here in the 5th inning.
Yeah, and a good job of hitting there by Chandler Robinson, and if I'm not mistaken, first leadoff guy of the day that's on base.
So nobody down, top of the order. You've got Rose, Jones, Jepson, and Webb, all very good hitters, all with productive World Series so far.
And this is what I said last half inning. You know, when the leadoff guy gets on, they may do some different things, so you never know. Maybe a bunt, steal.
Michael Fiobani calls time, and we're ready to go.
I will give Oligante credit. He does a very good job of getting his pitchers to hold the ball. Then he makes somebody commit to doing something and kind of tell what they're going to do.
There goes the runner. The throw. It is not in time.
Well,
Robinson with the stolen base.
As we were just talking, leadoff guy gets on. They're going to try something, and he takes off. Good jump there by Chandler Robinson, and good slide. Ball just a tad late getting there.
So Robinson 3 for 3 with stolen bases here in the World Series.
And you can better believe that Nate Rose is probably bunting here, Mike.
And there it is. It goes foul. Rose coming in with 7 base hits, which is second to Kai Howell's 8. Rose has a base hit back in the 3rd, so he has 8. So he's tied with Howell now. 4 RBIs, tied with Mac Jepson and Elliott Jones. 7 total bases, and he's 2 for 3 at stolen bases.
You know, stat I just got with runners in scoring position here in this World Series, he's batting 1,000. So it's kind of hard to give him up to bunt with that situation, isn't it?
Whoa, hit me with that again. He's
batting 1,000. Am I not mistaken? I think he's batting with runners in scoring position.
Oh, with runners in scoring position.
With runners in scoring position.
Oh, that's good stuff.
1,000.
Yeah, I was looking at
perfect
538 overall, but yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, maybe I would let him swing away, which they do, and this is going to drop in for a base hit, but it will not score a run. But they'll have runners on the corners now with nobody down.
Wow, we thought he was bunting, and he pulled it back and swung the bat. You see here, Nate squared around, pulled it back, and the runner had to go back. Chandler had to go back to the bag just to make sure there wasn't caught, but now they have runners on first and third now with nobody out.
Do you think maybe Ryan Alexander has a TV set and he was listening to you and he said, yeah, maybe I should let him. Maybe I'll let him hit away here.
Trust me, he knows exactly what he's done in this World Series.
Here's Elliott Jones. He squares around, takes a strike.
And right here, Mike, their middle infield's playing back, so they're giving up that run at third base, and you got the third baseman playing in, and the first baseman will end up coming in when he leaves the bag.
Yukamoto pitch. That's in for a strike. So 2 quick strikes on Elliott Jones, who came in hitting .357, and he's 1 for 2 with a single in the third.
And you got to wonder when Nate Rose is going to take off here. And
there's a base hit. And there's the first run. So it's Elliott Jones, and it's Idaho Falls striking first for the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and we were wondering who was going to strike first. And wow, here in the top of this 5th inning, Mike, Idaho Falls has come out swinging the bat and doing the little things. Elliott Jones there just taking that fastball into left field, and this Idaho Falls, the fans, the kids, everybody is pumped up and excited. And
remember, as I mentioned in the Massachusetts game, it was deadlocked at 2-2, and then the floodgates opened, and Idaho Falls just started scoring run after run in a 13-3 win. They blew it open with 5 in the 4th. Right now they score their first run in the 5th, breaking up a scoreless tie.
And Jepson here, you know, runners on first and second, nobody out. You know, he's going to be bunting. Try to get those guys in scoring position again. Try to get that second run on the board.
Now, Alexander says Jepson is the most consistent hitter all season long. And he comes in with 4 ribbies. Another RBI opportunity here in the 5th. Nobody down. Runners at first and second.
And with Jepson, he is hitting .400 with runners in scoring position. So, but this situation here, he probably will be bunting. Nope. I guess Ryan Alexander had that same note in his pocket.
I was thinking as you were saying that the runner out at second base, Kai Howell, is only 1 for 4 at stolen bases, but Alexander gives him the green light. And I think at least 2 times he's been caught going from second to third, trying to read the pitcher.
Yeah.
And 1 time for sure, I know he's trying to read the pitcher working from the stretch, and the pitcher caught him off.
Yeah.
He took off, and the pitcher caught him just halfway to third base. There's 1, and runners on the corners again. Nice job by Ethan Thomas. We've got the runner at second base, just 1 down, and still runners on the corners. So Jepson with a fielder's choice.
Yeah, and Ethan Thomas, that's the second day in a row he has had a play like this right here. And what a great job of getting rid of that ball, getting it to second base. Let's see some of these Idaho Fall fans that made the trip. McGuire's family.
Well, after the number 9 hitter, Chandler Robinson singled, I said Rose, Jones, Jepson, and Webb, all very productive hitters. Rose singled. Elliott Jones singled. Picked up an RBI. Forced out at second now with a fielder's choice, but here's Ace Webb. He singled back in the 3rd inning.
And he's also hitting .400 with runners in scoring position. So.
Runners going. Here's the throw. Beautiful throw. And that's going to bring in another run. Here's the throw to third. Not in time. And we've got a 2-0 ball game. So Alexander getting creative on the base pass for Idaho Falls.
Took off and was trying to steal second base there. And Lucashiro was behind the bag, actually. And we can see here when the slide was coming in, he hit the runner. And
yeah, the throw itself
was good.
A nice throw by Micah Zeller.
You know, just like we were saying, with, you know, you get those 2 guys on there at the beginning of this order, and you can make a lot of things happen, and using that speed and bunting and stealing, and that's exactly what this Idaho Falls team has done.
So that second run unearned, but nonetheless, it's 2-0 right now here in the 5th inning. That error goes on the second baseman.
And that's a tough E2 right there.
Or E2.
Yeah.
They're going to give the throwing error.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough call
yes,
for the official score. I mean, that throw was right there. I'm with you. I think, you know.
He was behind the throw, behind the bag.
Exactly.
But like you've said, speed kills, and that's exactly what how they've got their runs here.
2 balls and 1 strike on Ace Webb. 2-2. Just 1 down. 2 runs in. The Bandits of Idaho Falls looking to defend their title. This one's in shallow center, coming on strong. It's going to drop in for a base hit. There's an RBI single. And the runner goes to second on the throw to home. The Webb comes through with the RBI.
Well, their man Ace Webb, I tell you what, he come through big again, and we thought that was going to be called up here, and bounced in front of the center fielder, and see here just out of the reach, Sasaki, and base hit RBI. And then on top of that, he was hustling so much, he saw the throw up as he took second base on that throw.
So Merritt Jones, the pitcher now, cruising along with a 2-hitter, now with a 3-run cushion. Yeah, Sasaki had a lot of territory to cover that time. He was playing Webb a little bit deeper than he is playing Merritt Jones right now.
This is very unusual for this Hawaii team. As we've seen here, they had no errors coming into this, and now they kind of been throwing the ball around this inning a little bit. But only 1 error to, you know, on the board, but
and that's
yeah,
and that's on the catcher who we thought
was a good throw.
We thought it was a good throw anyway.
Yeah. But you had to give an error to somebody. But I mean, it's like we said, you know, just that ball there from Sasaki to the catcher, and it let Ace Webb advance to second base, and that's where that speed comes into play.
Go, man. Hi, kid. Have a day.
Yeah, that throw. I mean, this is second guessing, of course. But if Hirayama, the shortstop, had covered, that would have been a perfect.
Yeah.
Would have been a perfect throw. So Merritt Jones, with the runner at second base, steps out. 1 down. He left 3 stranded last time at bat. Not this time. Drills one through the left side. And Darrow slipped and fell, and the ball went by him. And here comes Jones racing for third. And that's going to be a single with an error. But another run in.
Yeah, and just as we were talking about them not making any errors in this World Series, then Poe does not come up with that ball. And let's see what happens here. Base hit by Merritt Jones there. It should have been a single and just took his eye off the ball and scooted by him. And Merritt Jones goes all the way to third base on that.
And you just pointed out that this team came in with no errors so far, and that was a costly one right there. 4 runs in now in the 5th.
Because he was not going to score at third base. They were holding him at third, and that would have been runners on first and third, then a ground ball. They could have got out of this inning with a double play.
But instead, it's a 4-0 game now for the defending champions. And here's R.J. Woods. He singled back in the 2nd and grounded out to the shortstop, Hunter Hirayama, in the 4th. Two hits in the championship game of the regionals. Now looking for his second base hit in the championship game of the World Series here in Shelby.
And I'm going to throw something at you, Mike, here. Is Merritt Jones was the one that hit that ball left field. And we were talking about a pitcher on the bases running. And, late into a game, his legs maybe get tired. But he ran hard from home to third and made a big slide there at third. So we'll see how that affects him when he comes out here in the bottom of this 5th inning. Adrenaline, yeah.
Probably won't affect him until after the ball game when he's chilling. Wow, there's a fair ball and a pretty fancy piece of hitting. Another RBI, this time by R.J. Woods, and we've got a 5-0 game.
Goodness, their bats have come to life, and R.J. Woods just barely kept that ball inside the line there in right field, and a big RBI there to make this 5-0 and another runner in scoring position.
So with this scrappy Hawaiian team, I'm not going to say 5 runs is insurmountable, but here we are in the 5th inning. It's going to be tough to climb out of this hole. Olegante, that's going to be it for Tai Yokomoto. And we're going to have a pitching change for Hawaii in the 5th with 1 down. So Yokomoto goes 4 1/3. And we're going to take a timeout here from Keeter Stadium. When we come back, we'll update the pitching change.
You don't drive like your neighbor. Or Speedy McSpeederson here. And definitely not like these clowns. So why should you pay what they pay for car insurance? Karma Drive gives you more control. Show off your safe driving skills and you could get a big discount from a trusted insurance provider. You don't drive like them, so stop overpaying for car insurance. From free credit scores to auto insurance and everything in between. Download the app and opt in to Karma Drive today.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana and enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
Want to meet the unicorn of cleaning? Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. Over 100 ways to use. And for those really messy jobs in hard-to-reach places, try disposable thin sheets.
you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
I'm here to save you.
From reliving my glory days?
No, lung cancer.
But I quit smoking.
You may still be at high risk.
Okay.
Could even use a tack shaver underwater and still get a great shave. Navy guys.
Tack shaver is $29.99, but act now and we'll take $10 off, so you get it for just $19.99. And shipping is free. Call or click today and you can get a second tack shaver. Just pay a separate fee and is backed by our 10-year warranty. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-615-7950 or go to tackshaver.com. Again, that's 1-800-615-7950 or order online at tackshaver.com.
Our first NFL preseason game has Andy Reid and the Chiefs taking on Cliff Kingsbury's Cardinals. That's coming up Friday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. One app, one tap. Levy, Greasy, Riddick in the booth. Lisa Salters down on the field as usual. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific with a special edition of Monday Night Countdown. All right, who's on the hill right now?
We're going to have Eric Bell, and this is going to be actually his third appearance here in this World Series. He threw in their very first game, 2 innings, gave up a run. Come back in their third game, threw 2 innings, give up a run. So, man, he's trying to come in and slow this Idaho Falls team down as they've jumped on 5 runs here in the top of this 5th inning.
So Eric Bell, 6 foot, 180 pounds, a recent graduate. Had a good regular season, hitting at .545. Only batted 11 times, but got 6 base hits. Said he had a red-hot bat in the regionals, but Dante calls him the diamond in the rough coming out of the bullpen. So far, Elliott Jones, Ace Webb, Merritt Jones, all with RBI singles in this inning, and then R.J. Woods with an RBI double.
Bringing up their probably the hottest hitter in their lineup, Mr. Kai Howell.
A sacrifice bunt and a line shot to the second baseman, Oshiro, in his last at-bat. You just get the feeling that Howell's going to put the bat on the ball somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking at the second baseman playing deep. Shortstop's holding on the runner at second. You wonder if he can drag a bunt or...
Nice play by Akiyama, and Howell tries to go the opposite way. So the guy with the hot bat now is 0 for 2.
Yeah, that's the second time today he's hit a line drive right at someone.
So 2 down in the 5th. Here's Bradley Thompson. Slow breaking pitch in for a strike.
Zeller's going to run out and talk to him, just make sure they're on the same page.
So plenty of RBI opportunities for this Idaho Falls team, and now it's Thompson at the plate with a runner at second base. And he's behind in the count 0-2.
And give Eric Bell credit for coming in this game and getting that first guy. Now jumps ahead 0-2 on Bradley Thompson.
He drops in the base hit, right field, runner rounding third. Here comes the throw, and it's not in time. So it's Bradley Thompson's turn to come up with an RBI single.
Everybody up and down this Idaho Falls lineup is getting involved in it, and seems like they're wearing that right field line out. Not the pitch that Eric Bell wanted to make 0-2, but Bradley Thompson reaches out and hits it right down that right field line for another RBI.
So Chandler Robinson, who got this inning started with a single, stole a base and scored the first run. So he's 1 for 2.
And a stat here, Mike, is they've scored 12. They've got 12 hits from 8 different batters, which is nuts. I mean, everybody in the lineup's hitting the ball.
Well, we mentioned as a team they're hitting 360 coming in, and that only improves now. Swing and a miss, and it's 1 and 2 to the left fielder Chandler Robinson.
And if you look in their last 2 games, they have gotten, or 3 games, 2 games before this game, 35 hits. And scored 28 runs. That's a lot of offense there.
Building some serious momentum towards the championship game. They put big zeros on the scoreboard for the first 4 innings. Now 6 on the board here, and still hitting in the 5th. This one's popped up, foul, out of play, and the count remains 1 and 2, 2 outs. With Bradley Thompson down at first base. You know, ironically, or Howell's the only one without a base hit this inning.
Yeah, and he was the one we were talking about that was the hottest on this team. But you know, he's hit the ball twice. He's hit it extremely hard, but he did get a sac bunt down. And
sometimes that can be just as frustrating when you hit it hard right at somebody. Wow, just dust the corner. And Chandler Robinson's out on strikes, but defending champions Idaho Falls breaking up a scoreless tie, pushing 6 across. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's now 6-0 Idaho Falls.
Get ready. It's time for the savings event of the year, the Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-a-thon.
And this Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-a-thon, there's no telling what we might bundle.
Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-a-thon. Bundle cars, trucks, colonials, bungalows, and that weird hut your uncle lives in. So strike up the Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-a-thon band for the deal that started forever ago and will probably never end. Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-a-thon. Say it with me.
Home and Auto Bundle.
No one's leaving till you say it right.
Home and Auto.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
It's Buick Envision. That's a really tight spot. I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
The all-new Buick Envision, built around you, all of you. Pay no interest for 72 months, plus current eligible Buick owners get $500 purchase allowance on 2021 Buick SUV models.
On my get back, copper bag slow. You would never see that. Use the trap though. Oh no!
Hey, how you doing, baby? You look mighty fine. I figured I might come your way and roll up on you with that golden ticket.
Smell irresistible. The new Axe Effect.
If I crave something, I have to have it.
Well, so what are you craving? Like, what do you crave?
Attention, apparently. Look at him all sitting in the middle.
I know, right? It is really awkward. You just chose to sit there.
Sonic Crave Cheeseburger.
You guys ever tried one of these bars made over at Right Twix? Why? Our special cookie is cascaded with caramel and cloaked in chocolate. Never wondered?
Try both. Pick a side. Twix.
It's the best time of the year. The funny intros, the dances, and the friendships. The big plays. Great cash! The rallies. The hometown's going crazy. and everybody's sliding down the hill. Let's hit some dingers and throw some heat. Let's just play. The Little League Baseball World Series, presented by T-Mobile, continues on the networks of ESPN.
It's time for college football.
It's time to go home. Pack to home-cooked meals. A little yard work. And getting real comfortable. Because home is where college football is. Welcome home.
Idaho Falls, the bats are booming, and Merritt Jones getting it down on the hill.
Yeah, it's been all Merritt Jones on the mound there. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and it's only taken him 45 pitches to do all this with that fastball, that curveball. Got ahead of the hitters, and he's made it look easy up to this point.
Good days and bad days. I was talking to Ryan Alexander. I said, man, you guys look like the 27 Yankees recently. He goes, yeah, it's amazing how this game of baseball, I mean, we lost. The one loss was a 10-2 loss to Iowa, where they gave up 10 runs.
Yeah, and did things that they normally don't do, made a lot of errors, base running mistakes, everything, and they completely have turned it around ever since then in the semifinals and the
It's like Josh Airball.
Finals. Yeah.
Airball's going to hit. If that is a 14 on his jersey there.
Yeah, that'll be Josh Airball, which was the pitcher that helped get them in here to this final game.
First at bat for Airball here in the World Series. Well, Bell just came into the ball game. Airball, just a pinch hitting role. You see how he's hit during the regular season, or yeah, I guess he hit 500. Well, he only had 2 at bats though in the regionals, 1 for 2. He's going to stay in the mainland, play some college baseball in California. What did they say? Columbia Basin?
Columbia Basin. And as I was saying in the top half of that inning, when Merritt Jones hit that ball to left field and had to run the bases hard, let's see how it affects him. And his first 4 pitches have been balls, and they get a leadoff guy on with a walk.
So Mike Ozzello, the catcher, will be hitting for Hawaii.
And Ryan Alexander's going to go out and have a conversation with Merritt Jones, and R.J. Woods looked like he got hit pretty hard there on the, I don't know if it was on that last pitch where it bounced up and it hit him.
So Ryan Alexander said in 2019, had a good feeling about that team. This year really didn't know what to expect. He said late in the state tournament, they realized, hey, we could probably make a run. Well, they've run themselves right into the championship game, and they are looking good right now with 12 base hits.
Yes, they are.
First pitch to Mike Ozzello, down in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and Merritt Jones, that's 5 in a row there for him. Man, if you're pitching here, you just want to, man, make them hit it, make them leave running, and let your defense play.
Second one down in the dirt. Ball 2.
And that's very unusual for Merritt Jones there.
Now, Woody, you played, what, 3 years of Legion ball. When did you realize that you were going to sign a professional contract? I mean, I know you had thought about going to Tennessee.
Yeah, well, I'd signed with Tennessee, but I guess it was my junior year. I kind of thought I had a chance to get drafted, and then as my senior year come along, you know, all the scouts coming to the home and doing different things. But
so you knew your last year in Legion Ball, you knew you were already drafted then.
Well, my last year in Legion Ball, I was, wow, and that's 8 in a row right there, and you got to wonder how long Ryan Alexander will go here.
So Jaron Poopa Adero steps in for the second time. Hitting from the left side. Young man with the unfortunate error out in left field. But the ball skipped past his glove. Allowing a run to score. But Hawaii now with base runners at first and second. Nobody down here in the 5th.
So Idaho there, and he's got Diesel loose, warming up in the bullpen, and that's 9 in a row, 9 balls in a row there for Merritt Jones.
Bradley Thompson called for the timeout.
Yeah, they're just wanting to kill some time there to give Diesel loose a chance to.
Alexander said that Thompson is the quarterback of that defense. He sets him. That last batter to Zeller. Merritt Jones had 3 in the dirt. Not only 4 straight balls, but 3 in the dirt.
And then his first 4 innings, Mike, he had 15 balls is all he threw. In this inning, he's thrown 9 total balls.
Runners advance. Ball gets by R.J. Woods. Poopa Adero squared around, the bunt pulled back, and the ball squirted past R.J. Woods. Error ball down at third now, and Zeller moves up to second. Still nobody down.
Yeah. And you got to wonder, like I said, when you're running the bases and you slide, how much that takes out of you.
So much for my adrenaline, huh?
It'll only get you so far.
Maybe they scored too many runs. The adrenaline wore off.
And he's taking, there's no way he's swinging here. Two-one counting. This Idaho team, all they're worried about is getting outs from this point. You know, they'll give up that runner at third. They'll give up that runner at second to get some outs.
Three balls and 1 strike. Nobody down. Both base runners walked to start this 5th inning.
Go get Merritt.
3 walks. 3 guys on. Top of the order coming up.
Wow. Very unusual there for Merritt Jones. The last 13 pitches, he's thrown 12 balls.
Well, the report on Alohi Areki, the leadoff man, he can hit for power, he can run. But right now, he came in 1 for 12. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out to the shortstop and then a ground out to the second baseman, Elliott Jones. Now with a chance to redeem himself with the bases loaded, nobody down.
Well, you and I were talking in between innings. We're wondering about if this Hawaii team would have a chance, if they could come back or put some runs on the board. And man, they're not giving up, are they?
No, there's no quit. No quit in this team that's back for the first time since 2015.
There jumps ahead 0-1.
Another one skipped to the plate, making R.J. Woods work overtime behind the plate.
Yeah, he's spiking the ball, holding on to it a little too long.
Mentioned Idaho Falls stranding 28 coming into this game. This Hawaii team is stranded 36 in the regionals. 27 here in the World Series. It's about almost 7 a game. This one's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Would hate to strand 3 now, trailing 6-0.
Yes, they would.
This is high. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And you got to wonder, I mean, is Arecki here, I mean, it's 3-1. You got to wonder if he's not going to, I mean, you're going to get the same pitch 3-2 as you get 3-1 if he's not going to take.
Definitely action in the bullpen, but I can't see the number because there's a tent.
Diesel loose.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You mentioned Diesel.
Diesel.
Nobody down. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Alohi Arecki.
And the biggest pitch of the game coming up right here.
Swing and a miss, a huge strikeout.
Wow, huge strikeout there by Merritt Jones to get Arecki to chase that fastball just off the plate.
So that's 6 strikeouts now for Merritt Jones.
And that shows you right there how much confidence Ryan Alexander has in Merritt Jones.
Here's Hunter Hirayama. He struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Not this time. Line shot. Jepson's there. There's 2 down.
Wow, he hit that ball hard. But right at Jepson.
While Jones walks 3 batters, and now the big question is he going to pitch out of this jam?
Good curveball, but man.
Good hitter at the plate now, though. Tai Yakamoto.
And Hawaii is already stranded, like you said, a lot of runners today. And they would hate to do that again here.
Yakamoto singled back in the first and flew out to the center fielder Howell. In the 4th, he's 1 for 2. This one's fouled out of play.
And it's funny how you can just lose it. I mean, like we said, starting this inning, he threw 12 balls and 13 pitches and now has a chance to still get out of this inning with no run score.
And Yakamoto has a chance to do some damage. He's the MVP of the state and the MVP of the regional tournament. 0-1 pitch, up high for ball, 1-1. The base hit could bring in 2, make it 6-2. At least that would breathe some life with 2 innings to go.
Good out there by Yamamoto. 2-1 now.
So what do you think? Even if, let's say Jones gets out of this jam and he gets out, he's obviously a little bit tired with all the pitches in the dirt that he's thrown. Does he come back the next inning?
You got to bring him back if he gets out of this.
Beautiful pitch. In for a strike.
He's made the pitches when he's had to make the pitches. This will be pitch number 70 coming up right here.
Yakamoto steps out of the box, calls time, 2-2. Base is full, 2 outs.
2-2, and we got both sets of fans wanting something to happen.
Ground ball. Elliott Jones picks it up, and he's out of the inning. He walks 3, and he pitches out of the jam, and nothing to cross as Hawaii leaves 3 standing on the bases.
Wow, Merritt Jones, fastball away, swinging, and man, some pressure points right there. Good job, Merritt Jones.
Head for the 6, 6-0.
The Bundesliga is back. Bayer Leverkusen.
Florian Wirtz! A wonderful goal!
Mönchengladbach.
And he's hung him across. Oh, fabulous!
Live from the Bay Arena today on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus.
You thought it was all made here, but the time that made all time was this time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm a Buck for life. Welcome to the off-season, when bombs bring championships.
Now you're talking about retooling, rebuilding.
Moves move cities.
Somebody could hit absolute gold with the top talent in this draft.
And it all comes down to a single pick. Who's coming out on top?
It's time for college football.
It's time to go home. Back to home-cooked meals. A little yard work. And getting real comfortable. Because home is where college football is. Welcome home.
At Finger Hut, we don't define you by your credit score. We celebrate you being you. So we offer low monthly payments on the stuff you need, things you love, and brands you trust. As you build your credit history with a Finger Hut credit account. If you're looking for the latest electronics, kitchen essentials, clothes, toys, and more, you'll find it all at Finger Hut. You do you, and we'll help build your credit at fingerhut.com.
Finger Hut credit accounts are issued by WebBank, member FDIC.
You'll love the 3rd floor, right? Really quiet. We have a bunch of open cubicles. So plop down, find a desk, it's all yours.
I think I like this one.
Call this one it's the hot corner. Makes sense, right?
I get it.
Yeah, you would get that.
Series finale tonight between the Red Sox and Yankees, 7 Eastern from the Bronx on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. One app, one tap. Red Sox, Yankees, Nick Pivetta on the hill for the Sox. Andrew Haney scheduled to start for the Yankees, and we've got some changes going on.
Yeah, coming to the mound here for this Hawaii team is going to be the shortstop, Hunter Hirayama, which he's their closer, and he's already threw in this World Series in that second game, threw a third of an inning and gave up 1 hit and come in and got to save out of that. So they're going to him here in this 6th inning.
So error ball goes over to third base. DJ Akiyama goes from third to shortstop for that Hawaii defense. And here's the top of the order with Rose stepping in. He singled back in the 3rd inning. And he singled in the 5th and scored a run. He's 2 for 3. After stepping on the field today, hitting .538 here in the World Series. Line shot. DJ Akiyama just moving over to shortstop. Gets the juices flowing as he makes the play.
Yeah, one quick out there for Hawaii.
So Elliott Jones in the 6th. He's got back-to-back singles. He's 2 for 3. Single in the 5th was an RBI single. Ground ball, and Akiyama again, this time a long throw. And he fires over to Ethan Thomas, and it's a quick 2 up and 2 down.
And not what Idaho wanted to do there, coming out swinging early. You know, for sure they're going to take a pitch or two here, because if Merritt Jones is going to go back out there, man, that's going to be a quick turnaround of having to get back out after throwing 25 pitches in that last inning.
Here's Mac Jepson with 2 down. Little sidearm. Jepson single in the 1st, flew out to the center fielder in the 3rd, and got on with the fielder's choice, stole the base, and scored in the 5th.
What do you do, Mike? Do you bring, if you're the coach, do you bring Merritt Jones back out for the next inning, or do you go to your bullpen?
Well, he pitched out of that jam. I guess you're right. I guess I go back to him right now with a 6-0 lead in the 6th, but he obviously was affected. He threw a lot of balls in the dirt that last inning, but. Or maybe I'd go up to him and ask him, but you know he's not going to take himself out. But.
Yeah, it'd be hard for me to take myself out of a game, especially like this. He's thrown 70 pitches, and
boy, DJ Akiyama moves from 3rd to short, and Akiyama handles all 3. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning here. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Here comes Hawaii trying again to put some runs on the board.
This month, protect your ride with great oil deals at Napa. Get a jug of Napa Full Synthetic for $18.99. Or get $10 back when you buy a jug of Mobil 1 for $27.99. When it comes to finding you great deals, our motor never quits.
Jason, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more?
Cool.
So what are you waiting for? Michaela Maroney to get your Frisbee off the roof?
I'll get it.
Whoa.
Here you go.
Thank you, Michaela.
Dude, get it. I'm not getting it. You get it. You threw it. It's your Frisbee.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
I've been on my get back. Cop a bag slow. You would never see that. Use the trap dough.
Like 10 Egg McMuffin sandwich things.
Night or the next morning, you've been loyal. My McDonald's Rewards is for you. Now every order earns points redeemable for free McDonald's.
You guys ever try one of these bars made over at Right Twix? Why? Our special cookie is cascaded with caramel and cloaked in chocolate. Never wondered?
Try both. Pick a side. Twix.
There's a place down yonder where 3 streams converge into one. It's where I watched the Mandalorian get himself into a space squabble, watch me some UFC, and those folks from Modern Family, well, they had me cackling like a trout getting tickled. That's the Disney bundle for you. It lets you stream Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus for only $13.99 a month. It's the most glorious stream I've ever seen.
The Disney bundle. It's streaming at its best.
Every MLB player remembers where it all began. Give us a big league game to inspire little league dreams.
Boy, is the game in a great place when it comes to young baseball players.
Give us the MLB Little League Classic on Sunday Night Baseball. Angels, Indians. Tomorrow at 7 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
Idaho Falls breaks up a scoreless tie with 6 in the 5th inning, and at least 2 off of errors. Hawaii with 2 errors, both coming in that inning.
Yeah, they started throwing the ball around the field, which was very unlike this Hawaii team.
Here's a tough one here.
Yeah, and Poe just misplayed that ball, and Merritt Jones went from home to third and then come back out here in this inning and walked the bases loaded to start that inning and was able to get out of that without any runs being scored. And he's back on the mound here in the bottom of this 6th inning.
It was just short of a miracle that he pitched out of that jam, walking the first 3 batters with nobody out. There's Ethan Thomas. Nice pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. Thomas walking in the first, then grounded out to the third baseman Mac Jepson in the 4th.
Yeah, it was going to be hard to take the ball from Merritt Jones' hands. I'd be curious to see if they had a conversation, if he went up into him and asked him how he felt and what Merritt Jones said.
Two balls and 1 strike. Ball back to the screen, and 2-2. Woody, before we head for the 7th inning, though, I want to say, outside of the rain, it's been a fun week. Great working with you, and I want to give a shout out to Joanne McClellan, the official stats person, scorekeeper.
She does a great job.
She's the MVP of this tournament. This one's fouled out of play. She's gone out of her way to make sure we've had everything we've needed.
She's always done a great job, and everybody here has done a great job. It has been. It's been fun.
Two pitch to Thomas. Misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And all of our crew, the camera guys and the producers and everybody there.
Good crew to work with. ESPN broadcast, but they're out of Tupelo Honey. Contracted to do this World Series. And you can see why it's held here in Shelby, North Carolina.
And you got to wonder here if he ends up getting on first, if he'll leave him in there or go with loose.
Another one in the dirt, too. Walk 3 the last inning. There's another walk to open up this inning with DJ Akiyama getting ready to step in. Is that Diesel walking out of the bullpen right now?
That looks like Logan Taggart going down. I'm not sure if he's going down to warm up to pitch or warm up to maybe come in at a position and have somebody move from there to pitcher.
There's Akiyama with a vicious cut. He singled in his last at-bat back in the 4th inning. A lot of action in the stands.
The crowd was going crazy over the bat boy and bat girl running for the ball and who got the ball first. So a little excitement there.
This is outside for a ball, 1-1. Hawaii opened up the tournament, the World Series, on Thursday with a 7-1 win over Fargo. They beat a really good Maryland team 5-2. Lost to Tupelo, Mississippi 4-0, and then roughed up Iowa 9-1 in the semifinal game.
You know what Akiyama wanted to do there? Swing that curveball down in the dirt.
1-2 pitch popped up right side. Elliott Jones going back on the grass, shallow right field, and there's one down. There's the center fielder, Hunter Sasaki. Merritt Jones with 6 strikeouts, 2 against this young man, Sasaki, the center fielder. Batting for the 3rd time here in the 6th inning.
You know, and it's hard for Hawaii to do really what they do. You know, when you look at that score, 6-0, we're here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and you know, to bunt and run and steal and do all those things, you have to play pretty much station to station baseball, and you know, not give away outs.
This Idaho team opened up with a 3-2 win over Michigan. Midland, Michigan lost Iowa 10-2. And then came back. They were tied with Beverly, Massachusetts 2-2 until they exploded with 5 runs and wound up winning 13-3. And then beat a very good Tupelo, Mississippi team 9-3 in the semifinal game. And they've never looked back, leading 6-0 right now. Breaking up a scoreless tie in the 5th with 6 in the 5th. And right now, Jones working with a 2-1 count to Hunter Sasaki. The runner on first base. Sasaki goes the opposite way. That's a base hit. Rolling towards the corner. Going to have runners on first and third with 1 down. So Sasaki gets his first hit of the afternoon. And Thomas moves down to third base.
Yeah, and you can hear these Hawaii fans. Nobody's giving up here. They know they can put some runs up, and good job of hitting by Sasaki there. Now they got runners on the corners with 1 out.
And Josh Arabal, who pinch hit back in the 5th inning, drew a walk, wound up getting stranded at third base. Of course, that was just last inning when Merritt Jones walked 3 straight batters and then got out of the jam with nobody down. So officially Arabal, the pinch hitter, batting for the first time.
And they're going to give up with the defense. Everybody's playing back up the middle. Third baseman's playing in. They're going to give up that run at third to get some outs. That's all they care about here. With Hawaii down to their last 5 outs.
This one misses, just misses. 1-1 on Arabal.
Guess I was down just a tad.
Arabal with the 1 appearance on the hill. This one's fouled out of play down the right field line. And it's 1-2 on Josh Arabal. Mentioned in the regionals, batted twice. He was 1 for 2 for 500. In the regional 6-2 innings pitched. Picked up a win. And here he pitched 4 innings through 74 pitches against Fargo, North Dakota. Runner goes. So Sasaki down at second base.
And he was stealing on the pitch and stolen base.
Well, the ball popped out of R.J. Wood's glove to get the stolen base, but didn't have a chance to get him. But Hawaii with another runner in scoring position at second and third now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts now for Merritt Jones.
And you got to give Merritt Jones credit. Every time he's been in situations to have to make a tough pitch, he did. And you see that slider that went down and away just off Arabal's bat for a big second out for Idaho.
2 down in the 6th. Here's Micah Zeller. trying to push that first run across for Honolulu.
Seems like they've had runners on base all day long, you know.
Just 3 hits, 2 costly errors by this Hawaii team. Costly, Woody, but not the difference in the game, of course, when you look at the fact that Idaho Falls has 12 base hits.
Right.
As you pointed out at the top of the broadcast, in their last 2 games, they've combined for 23 hits.
It's a lot of hits. And Hawaii's left 6 guys on base all day, and 3 being in the last inning with the bases loaded.
Breaking ball in for a strike. It's 2-1 with 2 outs. Zeller, one of the players that walked the last inning, got stranded out at second base. Ground ball. Skip right over the base. There's 1 run in. And we have a 6-1 ball game. Tough play. It's got to be a base hit, I would think. Yep, they're going to give a base hit to Micah Zeller and the RBI.
You can see here, Webb was there, just hit right, or Mike Jepson right off the top of the bag there. That has to go as a hit. There's no way for him to get that once it hit that bag.
So here's a Jaron Poopa Adero stepping in with 2 outs. Runners on the corners, 1 run in. So Jones loses the shutout, but still up by 5 in the bottom half of number 6. There's a ground ball right back to Jones. Jones tosses it underhand over to Thompson. And we played 6 full. Hawaii gets that first run across, but as we head for the 7th, Idaho Falls up by 5, 6-1.
I've been on my get back, cop a bag slow. You would never see that. Use the trap though.
My husband says I load the dishwasher wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a way.
There is a way, apparently.
What he doesn't understand is I load it wrong so I don't have to do it.
Oh, that's smart.
I know.
From now on, I'm just going to do everything wrong.
New upgraded Axe body wash.
Hey, how you doing, baby?
Keeps you clean and smelling refreshed for 12 hours.
It's the best time of the year. The funny intros, the dances, and the friendships. The big plays. Great cash! The rallies. The hometown's going crazy. And everybody's sliding down the hill. Let's hit some dingers. And throw some heat. Let's just play. The Little League Baseball World Series, presented by T-Mobile, continues on the networks of ESPN.
Begin. It's time for college football.
It's time to go home. Back to home-cooked meals. A little yard work. And getting real comfortable. Because home is where college football is. Welcome home.
Hi, I'm Jimmy J.J. Walker. If you're on Medicare, listen to this. I called the 1-800 number to see what extra Medicare benefits I could get. An actual person answered, looked up my zip code, and boom, I was offered extra benefits like dental coverage, including dentures, extractions, fillings, plus prescriptions, transportation, meals, and so much more, all at no additional cost. And then I asked about the benefit that adds money to my Social Security check. And get this, I'm entitled to an extra $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year added to my Social Security check. And I was like, dynamite! Call the 1-800 number on the screen and see what you may be entitled to. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-472-4281. That's 1-800-472-4281 now.
Our first NFL preseason game has Andy Reid and the Chiefs taking on Cliff Kingsbury's Cardinals Friday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. One app, one tap. Steve Levy, Brian Greasy, Louis Riddick with the call in the booth. Lisa Salters down on the field. Coverage begins 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific with a special edition of Monday Night Countdown. Well, Steve Woodard, we're in the 7th inning. 6-1, Idaho Falls, 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Hawaii with just 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors. And it's going to be Ace Webb, Merrick Jones, and R.J. Woods.
Well, you know, Idaho Falls wants to put some more runs up on the board, and you got to wonder if Merrick Jones is going to come back out for them. I think he's got like 10 pitches to play with, and with the 105 limit comes into play.
So Webb came in hitting an even 300. He singled in the 2nd and had an RBI single in the 5th, so he's 2 for 3. So he'll head back to Idaho Falls, saying that he hit over 300 in the World Series.
As pretty much everybody in this lineup has done.
That's a good point. I mentioned Webb hitting .625 in the regionals, and he lost that MVP to his teammate Nate Rose. Wow, you hit .625, and you kind of expect maybe you got a shot at that MVP.
You would think.
Well, he'll be 2 for 4 in this game as he leads off with a strikeout against Hunter Hirayama.
Number 42, Merrick Jones.
Now, you said something about you had to help pick the all-tournament team?
Yeah, I know. I was sitting here thinking about that as we were talking, and I've kind of already filled everything out. But you sit here and you look at, I mean, Nate Rose has had an unbelievable World Series, and then you got to look right here at the pitcher, Merrick Jones. I mean, if he goes back out and finishes his ball game, he's had 2 complete games here in this World Series. And you know, you got to look at Jepson. I mean, all these guys. I mean, it's a tough choice. And then Kai Howell, we didn't even mention. He's hit 2 line drives today. He come in hitting .571 before the day.
So in other words, I don't envy you trying to pick an all-tournament team.
And in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, that team from North Dakota actually had more guys on the all-tournament team than this Idaho Falls team did. And
I think they had 5, and Idaho Falls had 4.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so Merrick Jones using some more energy as he draws some base on balls, so he's down at first base. And here's R.J. Woods. He's 2 for 3. 2 for 3 with an RBI, scored in the 5th. Well, Merrick Jones talking about using up some energy, gets caught in the rundown. And maybe that's his way of heading back to the dugout. Just catching a breather before he pitches that 7th inning.
And you can see if we got anything with Coach Alexander, he looks over at Merrick Jones and says, "Get a drink and sit down." Was his reaction to Merritt after getting picked off there. So that tells me he's probably going back out.
Yeah, with 2 outs, he might be back out there in a hurry, too.
And as we were stating, he only has 10 pitches left here in this American Legion World Series. You can only throw 105 total unless, you start that 105 during the middle of a hitter, then you can finish that hitter.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he can get that complete game in 10 pitches. He'll be facing the top of the order. Alohi Areki, Hirayama, and Yukamoto in the 7th.
And the way his last few innings have went, though, he's thrown more pitches in those last few innings by getting behind on hitters. And
so R.J. Woods draws a base on balls. So the second walk given up by Hirayama here in the inning. And speaking of Kai Howell, here he is right now stepping into the batter's box. This guy the last couple of days has been fun to watch. Came in 8 for 14. Had a sacrifice bunt here in the second inning. Line shot to second base, and then a line shot to third. So officially he's 0 for 2.
0 for 2, and he hasn't even made it out of the batter's box because he's hit the ball so hard. So. And as we were saying, he's the only remaining guy from that 2019 championship team that's back on this roster.
Spent the year at Walla Walla Community College. And Ryan Alexander was saying he's not sure if he's going back there or not. There's his base hit. So a 2-out single puts 2 runners on for Idaho Falls here in the 7th inning.
Well, there's that hit for him. That 1 for 3 on the day, and you can see Merritt Jones there in the dugout sitting by the water cooler.
Here's Bradley Thompson. Got things rolling. With an RBI single, its last at bat.
Come on, Brad.
That was back in the 5th inning. High fly ball down the right field line. Ethan Thomas gives chase, but he runs out of real estate. And it's 0-2. And Bradley Thompson, who's 1 for 3. 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th inning.
And that 5th inning up there, Mike, just tells it all. The 6 runs in that top of the 5th.
Yeah, they blew open that Massachusetts game with 5. I think it was 5 in the 4th.
4th, yeah. Kind of the same little thing. Had a spark plug base running play where it kind of got them going, and then they took off.
Go, Brad. Here you go.
Two runners on, 2 outs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's the pitch, a slow breaking ball, just missing for 3 balls.
And
so
I
the
know
count
you
goes
had,
forward.
you had said yesterday about Ron Alexander when you were talking with him, they had a parade for him and everything. So if they win this again, what are they going to do for him now?
Make him the mayor?
Maybe.
This is auto play down the right field line. Runners return.
And I've never been to Idaho either. That's another place. I've never been to Idaho, never been to Hawaii. So.
Yeah, I've been to Boise. Did a bowl game out there years ago.
Hard to see on the purple field.
The blue field.
Blue field. Blue field, not purple. I apologize.
Swing and a miss. Hirayama's out of the inning. So Idaho Falls leaves 2 stranded, but we head for the bottom of the 7th inning. Hawaii with their final swings coming up.
Why would your kids need a Greenlight debit card? Imagine a debit card and app designed to help them develop healthy financial habits, to teach them how to save and encourage them to set their own goals. Now imagine the difference it could make in their lives, in their futures. Greenlight.
I was born to be the next big thing. No telling where I'm going, but I'll show you what I mean. Na 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 na. They see me moving, but they're never gonna catch me.
There's a 72% chance that you're overpaying for car insurance. But shopping for car insurance is a hassle and can take hours to find the best deal. That's why we created Gabby. Gabby is a free tool that does all the shopping for you. Gabby analyzes your existing policy and finds you the best rate for the same coverage. Within minutes, Gabby finds you quotes that would have taken hours to get on your own. And it works. Gabby saves customers more than $800 per year on average. Go to Gabby.com and stop overpaying for home and auto insurance.
Hi, we're Misfits Market. We rescue organic produce and surplus pantry staples from sustainably minded farmers and food makers and deliver straight to your door at up to 40% off grocery store prices. Just build your box online. We'll pack it with the best stuff. Quality, affordable groceries for everyone. Just the way it should be. Join today at misfitsmarket.com.
I've been in this business for 25 years now. It has literally wreaked havoc on my hair. One day it just started getting thinner and thinner, and then I heard about minoxidil. The hairdresser was like, you need to use this every day. Through hers, I don't even have to go to a pharmacy. I use it twice a day, put it right on my scalp, and my hair has grown back, and it's thicker and fuller and more amazing than even it was 10 years ago.
Start your hair journey at forhers.com.
This is the Away Travel Uniform. It's a collection of suitcases and bags that work together, thoughtfully designed to make travel easier. See this bag? You can attach it to your suitcase like this. You can mix and match, and even personalize them. This is the Away Travel Uniform. And this is how you build yours. Start your 100-day trial today at awaytravel.com.
Tomorrow at 7 on ESPN.
The American Legion World Series is brought to you by the American Legion and by Cleveland County Tourism. And Mike Leeson with Steve Woodard back in Shelby, North Carolina. Sunny blue skies and a 6-1 lead for Idaho Falls, the defending champions. And this is it for Hawaii. Their 5th trip, they finally make it to the finals, and now this is their last shot to try to erase this 5-run deficit against a very, very good Merritt Jones. And Jones is back on the hill trying to finish this up.
Yeah, he is, and he's at 96 pitches. He's got 105 to play with, and you can look at some of our past champions here. You know, Idaho Falls team is the defending champions from 19. Wilmington, Delaware, which was a fantastic game when they won. Henderson, Nevada, Texarkana, and Chapin Newberry, South Carolina. So they're looking to be the first team to repeat since what, Brooklawn?
Brooklawn, they were really good.
Yeah, New Jersey, yeah.
They were good all around. I mean, they beat they crushed a really good Michigan team in the finals. Merritt Jones is still on the hill. Kaivi Winchester. Pinch hitting now here to lead off the 7th inning for Alohi Areki, and he fouls off this pitch. Winchester usually starts at first base. Yesterday, I believe he was a DH.
And you got to wonder, did Merritt Jones know how many pitches he had going back out there to He's at 98. First 2 pitches are strikes.
Oh, way ahead of this one. Left-handed hitter hitting into his own dugout. That's, you know, you're way ahead of it. Kaivi Winchester at 6'5", 210. He's walked 3 times here in the World Series. Headed for Lewis and Clark to play some college baseball.
Evens it up at 2-2, and there was pitch number 101.
Another foul ball making another pitch count, so
it's going to be hard now to finish this off, but
well, he's got what, 3 pitches left?
3 pitches left.
Well, nobody out. Yeah, he's gonna would be pretty difficult. Kaivi steps back in with the 2-2 count. Ball 3. Well, like you said, he can finish out this batter, though.
Yeah,
if he goes over 105.
Right.
Nice pitch. Boy, that broke just beautifully.
Yes, it did. And there's that slider cutter that he's went to all day long to get his 8th strikeout of the day.
So Hirayama steps in after the strikeout.
And they were looking up here and making sure that was pitch number 104, so he can start this next hitter and finish it right here.
Headed for St. Mary's College, also to play some college baseball. And first pitch in for a strike. And Jones, that's 105, and that's he'll finish out this batter. So somebody gets to come in and close out. If he gets Hirayama, that'll be 2 outs. Hirayama's 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts.
2-1 now.
Yukamoto on deck. Foul tap. It's 2-2.
Yeah, while we got a chance, I mean, I want to say Joe Ligante was very, great team. His guys played the game the right way, played hard. Congratulate them for getting here.
And no errors until today.
No errors, yeah. I mean, we're not done yet, but.
Difficult play there, backhanded by Rose. He fires it and not in time. Bradley Thompson tried to stretch and catch it on the bounce. But Hirayama's on with the throwing error. And that's going to do it for Merritt Jones. He'll get credit for 6 1/3. See, I almost went the distance twice.
Yeah, he's going to get a huge ovation from everybody in this crowd here.
Then, barring a near miracle, he'll get the
win.
Second victory.
Yeah, he went 6 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts, 5 walks, and he's responsible for the guy on first base. But, great job by Merritt Jones.
Diesel loose. Comes out of the bullpen now. Diesel tries to close it out.
Yeah, and Diesel's already pitched here in this World Series. He threw in their second game, threw 2 2/3 innings, and gave up 2 runs and walked 2, struck out 1, and he's hoping to come in right here and shut the door. And
pitches for Alexander in high school, Bonneville High School. Had a big regional. Had 2 hits in the championship, hit .429 while making 1 appearance, going 3 innings in the regional.
But he needs to come in. His job's come in, throw strikes, and
Coach Alexander was saying that in his high school team they were rebuilding, kind of in a rebuilding mode, and Diesel Luce was on that team, and they wound up sneaking into the postseason, won their districts. So Michael Fiobani giving him plenty of time to get warmed up as he tries to close the door. Comes in with 1 out and a runner on first base.
Now batting the pitcher, number 10, Ty Yamamoto.
It's been a good ball game.
I stand corrected too. That was a tough play for. I said it was an error on Rose.
They end up giving that a hit.
Base hit, so no errors. Charge to Idaho Falls here in the championship game. Yukamoto steps in. Single back in the first inning, flew out to center in the 4th, and grounded out to the second baseman in the 5th. So he's 1 for 3. Line shot. And this one's foul, way out of play. Yukamoto tagged that one. And the count goes to 1-1.
And he's had a very good World Series at the plate.
And he came in hitting .417 today. Added a base hit to his resume. 2 for 3. Scored a couple of runs in the semifinal game at 7 total bases. One down. Ethan Thomas waiting on deck. Little tap towards the mound. It's going to be foul.
DeSaluce goes between his legs and tosses it to first. Sure, he's a basketball player.
Right. Ryan Alexander said this young man, he just shows up and he competes. That's all you can ask for, right?
That's it.
There's the 1-2 pitch inside. Just missed him. 2-2. Earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that these young guys here for Idaho Falls said they were sick of hearing about that 2019 championship. Well, they certainly showed up their last 3 games, especially coming off a 10-2 loss.
Yeah, they completely turned it around from that loss to Iowa.
Wow. That caught the corner. Yakamoto said there's no way that caught the corner. But Michael Fiobani says, you're not going to debate me.
Let's look at this here.
I would say it was probably inside, but
it's hard to tell with the angle of everything there. But Hawaii's down to their
final out.
Final out here.
It's on the shoulders of Ethan Thomas. He's walked twice and grounded out to Jepson at third. Walked back in the 6th, scored the lone run for Hawaii. High pop-up coming over is Bradley Thompson. He backs off. Ball's out of play. 1 strike away. So Diesel coming out of the bullpen. Runner at first, who he's not concerned with, of course. And he's got Thomas at 0-2.
So Coach Ryan Alexander there.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, up high for ball. High pop-up, right side. Thompson might have room this time. And top of the dugout. Nope, we'll go back and try it all over again. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Is this the pitch? High. Right side. Elliott Jones should put it away. That's it.
Wow.
Idaho Falls repeats as the champions of the 2021 American Legion World Series.
Wow, great game, Idaho Falls. I tell you what, they turned around their last 3 games and poured the runs on, and then some great pitching there by Merritt Jones. Wow.
So Ryan Alexander repeats, beat Michigan 3-2, lost to Iowa 10-2, demolished Massachusetts 13-3, beat Tupelo, Mississippi 9-3 in the semifinal game, and they pull out a 6-1 win, scoring all 6 in the 5th inning against Hawaii.
Yeah, they did. And Hawaii had chances there in that game. Merritt Jones there in the bottom of the 5th inning, loaded the bases with 3 walks and was able to get out of it and then come back out till the 7th and went 6 1/3 innings and give up just 1 run. And you see Merritt there, and they're excited. And
smiles of happiness.
Yes, it is.
They wanted to make their own memories, get their own championship. Well, they got the job done. Watch. Diesel Loose comes in and closes the door.
He does that, and then you can see him here throw it down, and Ozzie Smith backflip.
Before he even caught it.
Yeah. That's pretty talented to be able to do that, but well deserving of, this Idaho Falls team. And, we were talking about Ole Gante and his Hawaii team. Very, very good Hawaii team, and you got a feel for them. But, man, to get this far to the last 2 teams and fall short, it hurts, but man, they should be very proud.
Yeah, Elliott Jones was still waiting to catch the ball when Diesel did that backflip. Waiting to talk to Ryan Alexander, but he's out there celebrating with his team right now on the infield, hugging each player.
And I think we're possibly going to get a chance maybe to talk to Mr. Merritt Jones and Coach Ryan Alexander here.
Well, 6 runs, 13 hits, and no errors for Idaho Falls. Honolulu, Hawaii, 1 run, just 5 hits and 2 errors. The first 2 errors of the World Series that they commit.
So you look at that Idaho Falls team, 36 hits in their last 3 games to pull that out.
Looks like some of the players are coming off the field right now. Hopefully we can get a chance to chat with Ryan Alexander, maybe Merritt Jones. I'm not sure if they're aware that we want to talk to them.
And there they come over to the...
So as you pointed out, Kai Howell, the only player back from that team that won it back in 2019, and he entered the afternoon hitting .571.
Yeah, I'm one of the ones that has the tough choice of, this tournament team, and you got to look at everybody on this up and down this batting order, hit way over 300 here in this World Series. You got to look at, Nate Rose, pitch, shortstop, and Jepson, everybody.
everybody probably deserves a shot on
they do.
The all-tournament team. And you look at the other teams, some great players. You know, I always thought all-conference, all-tournament, it's great for the players that make it, but it's so difficult sometimes that some players get left out. Merritt Jones almost gets his second complete game, and he picks up the victory. He's 2-0 in the World Series, and time will tell whether or not he gets the MVP. So Merritt Jones joins us right now, the winning pitcher. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your second win. And what were your thoughts going in when you walk 3 straight batters, nobody out, and you get out of a jam?
I was just like, I was kind of frustrated with myself for not throwing strikes, but I know my team had my back if we go and throw some strikes. So I was just going to battle and figure things out and let them work.
Merritt, Steve Woodard here, man. Let me ask you a question. Were you tired from running the bases there in that half inning before?
I'm not too sure. I just kind of got in my head a little bit, but I had to work through it.
Well, man, that's awesome. Congratulations and way to battle. It was so much fun watching you pitch over this World Series. Your first start out, you pitched unbelievable. You come back out here, did it again. Congratulations. You ought to be very proud.
Thank you so much.
7 strikeouts for Merritt Jones. He gets the win. Were you getting tired at any juncture of that game, or are you just running on adrenaline?
Running on adrenaline most of the time. Whenever I start getting tired, I've got stuff written on the hat, kids on the team's name and stuff, because I'm playing for them, and we're all playing for each other. So as soon as I start getting down, I look at that, and I get myself fired back up.
Well, congratulations, man.
Congratulations, Merritt. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your championship. So they win it in 2019. They come back in 2021, and they wrap up another championship. And Ryan Alexander, the head coach, joining us right now. And Ryan, take us through. You lose to Iowa 10-2, and I think you banged out 36 hits in the last 3 games.
Yeah, those first 2 games were certainly not what we're accustomed to, and the kids just kept battling, kept grinding, and putting better at-bats together as we went on in the tournament.
Well, Coach Alexander, Steve Woodard here. What are they going to do for you now in Idaho Falls? They going to give you a key to the city or what?
Well, I'll take some good night rest and a quick trip. We got great fans at home. We had so many good parents and good fans come and watch this event with the boys and celebrate with them. And we've just got a really good baseball community back home that understands, supports these kids, and really enjoys their successes. And I'm just grateful for them.
Well, congratulations. Got a quick question for you about Merritt Jones there in the, in that bottom half of the 5th inning. Were you thinking about taking him out, or what was you thinking?
I told Brewer, you don't know how close I was to making that move. And then he got the 3rd out. It was, that's a long inning. That's a tough thing in this heat. We usually don't do a lot of two-way with him on his pitching day. Today we kind of felt like we had to. Kai was suffering with actually a broken hamate bone, and we ended up moving him down the lineup a little bit, and we felt like we needed just a little bit more offense, and so he two-wayed it, and he just was a gamer today. Luckily, in that inning, we found our way out of it.
Ryan, congratulations. Go and enjoy this championship.
Thank you guys so much for your support. Appreciate it.
Ryan Alexander, the head coach of the Bandits of Idaho Falls. We got 1 minute. Your thoughts on the entire week, excluding the rain, of course.
I think this has been the best one I've been to in 5 years. I mean, it's been some very good baseball the whole way through this tournament, good defense, and when this Idaho Falls team coming back trying to defend their title, and buddy, they defended it.
They certainly did. Ryan Alexander saying these guys were tired of hearing about 2019. They wanted to make their own memories, and they certainly made a lot of memories. 36 base hits in the last 3 games for this Idaho Falls team. They open up with a 3-2 win. They lose to Iowa 10-2, and they killed Massachusetts 13-3 and beat Tupelo, Mississippi 9-3, and they pick up a 6-1 win in the championship game. For Steve Woodard, Mike Gleason, and our entire crew, Mike Gleason saying, so long. Final score once again, 6-1. Your champions in 2021, the Idaho Falls Bandits. So long, everybody.